Welcome, and how are you doing tonight? Well, it's Friday night here, and I usually have a few beers, and I've got a few in the fridge chilling, but I haven't cracked one open yet, but it's gonna be soon. But a news story caught my eye, and I just thought I'd like to share it with you guys and see what you think. Now, this is about a female who's 28 years old, and she's in some program or something, I don't know it. So obviously she feels double entitled, but I just want you to kind of read between the lines of this news story and see what you come up with. Now, I guess she's had a child with somebody, and the child is 3 years old or something. But of course, they're not together anymore, 'cause she's probably crazy as a hatter. But at least the father gets to see the children, and I guess she went to pick up the children from the father's home and saw that he'd cut the boy's hair from long to short. She was obviously growing the boy's hair long to try and make it into a female, I guess. But I guess she blew a rangy when she saw the hair had been cut on the boy and started punching the man with a closed fist. And the man, being a man in today's world, just took the hits and didn't fight back. And I guess his sister had to pull the woman off of him. I mean, she sounds like a real honey, doesn't she? And I guess the man called the police, but they didn't bother arriving until much, much later. And I don't mean that day either. But finally, they arrested her, kind of, and she said there was no physical contact. Of course she would. So she was charged with offensive touching. I didn't know there was a law for that, but for a female it's always different, isn't it? And she was released on her own reconnaissance without bail. By God, that's just a get-out-of-jail-free card there. And there's a picture of this female, and she looks as false as they come. To me, that is. And I have no doubt in my mind that she went crazy and did hit the man with her closed fists. And this happens all too often. And if the man fights back, he gets arrested and charged. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? And of course, all we have to do is switch it around a little bit and say it was the man doing that. Well, that would be different altogether. Police would arrive immediately, probably 3 or 4 cars. They would probably arrest the man at gunpoint, handcuff him, and take him straight to jail. So this female's obviously an entitled female and behaves in front of her children as a little child herself, and is not punished for it. So therefore, she'll do it again. And even though the children are very young, they will remember what they see. So, what's your take on it out there, guys? What do you think? And once again, a female shows that she's not a very good mother at all, really. And a man's in a rock and a hard place. If he wants to see his children, he has to deal with her. And his children don't look like they're going to have a very bright future, do they? They're going to be really screwed up. But like I say, it's just my opinion. I'd like to know what your opinion is. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go crack a beer open. I'll see you in a minute, maybe.